You are here for well-being. You have no different purpose. Every single person have purpose of well-being. Every soul want to do something, helping someone, take care of someone, want to create something for well-being. Every single person. That is Shivoham. That feeling always is there. And that the feeling, it harmonizes you when you bring that into action.
Hello and welcome to Curious Ones podcast by Yandara. I'm Yael Ginzburg, the host of the podcast, a yoga and meditation teacher and philosophy lover. Each week you will hear eye-opening interviews with the different teachers of the Yandara Yoga Institute located in beautiful Baja, Mexico, along with other teachers that pass through here. This life-changing knowledge shared through authentic, heartfelt communication will help you live a happier, more fulfilled, and connected life. Let's dive in. I'm very, very honored to have a special guest today. His name is Yogrishi Vishvketu. Yogrishi is a yoga teacher trainer who has studied and practiced yoga for more than 40 years, training more than 4,500 yoga teachers around the world. He has authored 2 books, founded Anand Prakash Yoga Ashram in Rishikesh, Shree Jungle Ashram Yoga Retreat in the foothills of the Himalayas, organic turmeric company named Haldi Rani, empowered of well-being produce sourced from local farming communities in fair trade, and a school for 300 underserved children in India, and much more. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm very happy to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you. So Yogrishi suggested to start with a mantra. I would be so honored.
Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukmiva Bandhanan Mrityurmokshiyamamritat. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shanti.
Beautiful. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. What a great way to start.
Thank you.
Well, I read an interesting story about you when you were 6 years old and a train ride. Could you please share?
I haven't told that story for a while.
I thought it was very funny and a good way to start.
That's a story. I was 6-year-old. I have feeling. I had just like a direction, need to go somewhere. Somewhere is a temple where my parents used to take us. But they were not nearby our village. For to go there, you have to take a train. And then you go there. So one day I was just, after lunch, I had that feeling strongly, I need to go to see that Swami. I just knew my parents is not going to take me now. That's not the right time to ask them, which is not a right to do that too.
Yeah.
I just walked to the train station, had no money, nothing, and even don't know where I'm going, and I jump in the train.
Wow.
So I jump in the train, and just after a few station, I just jump out from the train. Then, excuse me. Then I walk, and then I end up in that Swami's place. Its name is Mahavir-giri. And village name is Biral, and it's a very big pond, and nearby that temple it still exists. So there where I just went there, and then when he saw me, he asked me, "Where is your parents?" I said, "No, I came myself."
Wow.
So he thought I was lying. So he asked his disciple, "Go and see where his parents." So he went outside from the temple, but there was no parents. I just came myself. So then he said, "Okay, sit down." So sit down near Dhuni. Dhuni is where they burn the continue fire. That's called Dhuni. For traditional yogis, they must have that, because fire is the most awakening element on the planet. So they keep that one to keep awake their Dhuni. So he used to sit there all the time. His name was Mahavir-giri, and then he asked to his disciple, "Okay, go and get one glass of milk and some sweets." So he gave me one glass of milk and sweets. Has been couple of hours. So then he said, "Okay, for what you came here?" He asked me. So I said, "I like to wear orange clothes."
Like a Swami.
Yes. He got silent, and then he said, "Oh, okay." Then he said, "I think you're a little too young to wear orange clothes. It have more responsibilities than you're just thinking."
Yeah.
So then he called his disciple, and he asked, "Go and bring back to him to my parents' home." He gave me 5 rupees to eat more sweets. So that was the first awakening to my parents. Like I did this one big thing without asking them, and as a parents, I have 2 kids. If my child would do, that will be the quite awakening too.
Yeah. Scary.
So it's scary too,
Yeah.
because they were looking around me, could not find me, all village, neighbors, everywhere. And then after that, I asked them, I want to go to learn more way of yoga has been traditionally. So age of the 8, because I asked them to send me to there. So then they send me to traditional yoga school to learn yoga. That's where I start my yogic journey.
Oh, wow. How old were you then?
8.
8. Wow. Do you remember, or can you share with us what was this longing? What interested you at that time to learn it?
Because we are in this body, it's not first time. We has been on this planet in different body many times. So when you left the previous body, there is some information comes to next. So there is a lot of things I never learned from anyone. They are just there. I was doing things, chanting mantras or meditation or hatha yoga techniques. I never learned from that. This is just came with my soul. So that was the one asked me to go to temple. That's the one keep asking me learn traditional way. And so this is very interesting for everybody. Like parents have 4 kids or 2 kids or 3 kids. They came from same parents, but they behave and do things differently.
Yes.
Because of their soul. What they have from the previous life. Everyone's have different memories from the previous life and interact with this life differently.
I feel that's very true, and I've heard people speak about it, that kids are actually still carry the memories of their previous lives.
Yes.
And I feel like I can also kind of relate to that in my own experience. Not that I remember past lives. I don't. I wish I did. But I feel like when you're a child, things are much clearer. And when we grow up, they kind of start to fog up and merge and change.
Definitely. Yeah. When actually I did not speak until 4 years after I born.
Yeah.
So that was another, I was like an unusual child. My parents have to deal with me.
Wow.
So until 4 years, I did not speak one single word. They thought I'm mute. And my father was an Ayurvedic doctor.
Yeah.
So if your father is a doctor, want to do every experiment
of course.
with you. So he did all kind of things, tried to me to start speaking. But when it's complete 4 years, I start writing Sitaram. That was the first thing.
Really?
I would go into the school, but sit down, not do anything. So I start just writing Sitaram, Sitaram. That was my first word of writing and learning.
What does that mean?
Sitaram is a name for the spiritual practitioner. Like Govindas chant, Sitaram. There is also more, we call Purushottam Ramachandra, and his wife was Sita. So in India, they follow as like a god. Sita, Ram.
Yeah.
So like, and for me in previous life, I had to let go that body before complete my 4 year silent. So I had to complete in this lifetime.
Oh,
that was the purpose or reason I did not speak. So as you're saying, you remember the memories. So yes, we remember the memories.
Yeah. Was that a conscious memory?
Yes, it is. Was I'm fully aware I could speak, but that was not my intention to speak.
Wow.
So when it's 4 years complete, I suddenly started speaking.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yes.
I mean, that you had this conscious awareness at such a young age. I mean, it's very unusual.
Yeah, that's what parents have to deal.
Wow. Wow.
Even though they were spiritual parents.
Yeah.
But it's still, it's just sometimes just too much. Too much to deal with an unusual child.
Yeah, and I feel like there is a limit to what our consciousness can comprehend or understand.
Yes.
So maybe it's not easy for them to, or for anybody to really understand that experience.
Yes, definitely. They have challenging time, but now they are happy. I'm doing good job.
I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure they're very, very proud now. Yeah. So this Swami that you went to visit was your uncle, right?
One of my father's side uncle. That's his ashram. So in my family is like a 3 is Swamis. So that's another thing.
Yeah.
That is kind of in this. I receive from my ancestors. That is in my system.
Yeah, definitely. Could you speak a little bit about the influence your ancestors had on your life?
Yeah, because it's called sanskar. Sanskar is the memories or habits or repetitions behave. So until you are age of the 5, they are very involved with your mother. The traditionally first guru is your mother.
Yeah.
She teach you, she give you, and that's it. Whatever mother have, best they give to their child. So that's first guru is your mother. Second, then you start to go into the school and you're learning things. So in my family, because my father is an Ayurvedic doctor in his spiritual practice. No?
Yeah.
My family is a farming family. One of my uncle, he's very well known Ayurvedic doctor and Swami. Then my another uncle, he's very well known into the sannyas tradition. He just passed away last year. He left his body. So those things were just there. Our house was always, this Swami is coming, this yogi is coming, this is ritual is happening, that happening is always kind of every week something happening.
Well, that's beautiful.
And because I was the younger child in the family, so younger child is the responsibility to take care of them.
Yes.
To service them.
Yes.
Bring water, take the food. So that came with me. That's a big thing, to taking care, giving love. What you have, give best to your guest. In India we call Atiti Devo Bhav. Their guest is like God.
Wow.
You give your best.
Yeah.
If guest is come to your place, then you give the best what you can offer to them.
That's beautiful.
So that's what, if any guest goes to in India, they feed you so much. They feed until here.
Yeah. Oh, I love Indian food so much.
They feed you because they think it's God came to our home.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that it's beautiful also. I mean, this concept of treating a guest in a place that isn't familiar for them and making them feel at home.
And that's what happened when people go from here. They feel very welcoming. If they go to some Indian family, not in the hotels and things, they feel very welcomed because that's the intention they have behind it. Guest means Atiti Devo Bhav. They are God for us. Give the best offering. So that's what I learned from my early age, from my family, giving best, taking care of it, loving kindness. So that's definitely has come from my ancestor.
Yeah, and it's definitely present in your life so far. So there is many things that you created, but I would love to speak about your guru, Baba Prem Nath, that gave you your name. Can you tell us about what your name means?
Yes. So first, let's talk a little bit about Guru.
Please.
In the Western world, Guru, people are a little bit confused about this. Or, yes.
Yes, definitely. It's a foreign concept because it's so
Yes,
much about devotion
exactly.
to another person.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there is in India, you go in the primary school. When there is the teachers, they call every teacher to Guruji. Not one person you calling to Guruji. You go into the high school, that's still you call to everyone to Guruji. All teachers who taught you. So this is the system of the teaching or passing information from one to another. But there is now a Guru who awaken your soul. That is have to be one teacher. You can have many guru, many teachers to learn, but there must be one teacher who awaken your soul for this path. So that was my Guru Baba Premnath. So now how to realize, how to know who is that, who wake up soul.
Yeah. How to know and how to find.
Find is different thing. You can find online so many Guruji.
Yeah.
But when you find a Guru or you meet someone, it doesn't matter if male or female. If something happen in you, is wake up everything. Wake up from toes to crown. Something you never have experienced, if that opening happen, and then that alignment is happen, that time that's called Guru. That alignment is called Guru, not just physical body. Sometimes people get so attached to the physical body. I need physical Guru. Yes, just to wake up, make the candle. You need a candle to just make a candle.
Yeah, you need a candle to light another
That's
candle.
Like lightening the candle.
Right.
That is the meaning of the Guru. After that is your responsibility to keep that awakening. That's also Guru responsibility. You not keep, make them independent. Make them to realize they are candle. They are not something, not getting drained. From Guru, they get inspiration. But after that, there is no much big role of the Guru when that awakening happens.
So you're saying it's more of a one experience.
One experience, candle is lighted.
Yeah.
After that, it's your responsibility
Yeah.
to continue feed that candle.
Yeah.
And that's your spirituality. That's your sadhana. And when you don't have that, we call Deepak. Candle have the ghee and then you make candle.
Yeah.
So it's your job to continue putting ghee in there. Now if you don't have your source of the ghee is ending, then you meet again Guruji. It will inspire you and then continue your source of the inspiration continue there. You will continue put ghee in the candle to lighting up.
You spoke yesterday. I went to your yoga class and you said something that was very it was amusing but very true that we have our iPhones and we need to charge them, and you were speaking that we need to charge for 4 hours and it's only holding for 6, and that the yoga practice is actually what charges us.
Yes. Yeah, that is, I tell to everyone, this body is amazing, can get charged very fast. Like there is no that faster charger, charge 1 hour and can keep you running or balancing you for 23 hours. So 1 hour yoga practice, it charge you for 23 hours.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. So could you tell us a little bit about the different practices that you use to charge yourself, to feel the ghee?
So first, I do every morning practice. That is my part of the sadhana, part of my way of living. And when I'm in ashram, so I have to teach class early 6 a.m. So it means my practice start 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
And 3 a.m. 3
Wow.
a.m. or 3:30, that's where time is I wake up. If I don't wake up on that time, then I don't have my time to charge the system.
Yeah, and as a teacher whose job is really to give a lot of energy, it's important.
So in my practice, I do lots of breathing, sound work, yoga poses. It's a whole practice. Yoga is not just something you do asana, or you do just pranayam, or you just sit down. You do all things together. You need some detoxification, called sat karmas. You do some asanas. You do pranayam. You do sound work, chanting. You do meditation. I do chant every morning.
Wow.
Gayatri Mantra 108 times.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Wow.
Without missing. And so for me, it's like a party, a yoga party.
Yeah.
So yogis have party in the morning. So those people are looking inward. Their parties start early morning.
Yeah.
And people are looking just sensual pleasure. Their party start late night.
At night, yes. So how would you describe the yogic pleasure?
Yogic pleasure is something you are very tuned. Very tuned, like instrument, music instrument.
Yes.
Like a tabla or sitar or guitar.
Yes.
Their tune when is then it comes nice music. So then when you are tuned, your 23 hours is on track.
Yes, that's so true. Just doing a practice in the morning completely changed the whole day.
Yes, that's other thing, people not understanding yoga practice, how important in the morning. People just do, it's better than nothing. But if you're doing the practice in the morning, is alignment your whole day.
Yes.
And all day you make thousands of choices.
Which affect our future.
Everything. Every choice is you planting like a seed.
Right.
So you do throughout the day thousands of choices. And if you are not alignment, you planting the wrong seeds. And they are coming in your way sooner or later. Sooner and later, they are going to come in your way.
Yes.
So, but when you do in practice in the morning, it's alignment happen in you with your soul purpose. And then whatever you do, you will do really well. And you can do many things. Yogis are the most useful citizen people on this planet.
Yes. You said something yesterday also that really stuck with me, is that we can either be a problem or a solution.
Yes. When you do alignment, when you are alignment yourself, you're not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
You are solution.
Yeah.
You are part of it. You are that team.
Yes, yes.
Team of the solution.
The team of the solution. Yeah, definitely. And this is like, it's so applicable to even the smallest thing. If you're just in a grumpy mood, every interaction you have, every choice that you make is from this place of anger.
Yeah.
Instead of, and we have so many problems going on in our world today. COVID is a big one, but the war in Ukraine and all over the world, there's more than one, and just small situations, the political situations, it's all basically people who decide to create problems.
Yes. There is two things. One thing is action. One thing is reaction. Action comes when you are alignment. Reaction come when you are off the alignment. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna talk, yoga karmsu kausalam. Means yoga is when you're doing action with alignment. That is yoga. Yoga is not only just on the mat. Whatever you do, that is become yoga. But when is alignment with your soul purpose. Most of time, people I see on the road, in market or wherever, they are reaction mode. They're not doing action, they are reacting. Reacting to themselves, reacting to their partner, reacting to their family, reacting to their boss, reacting to their child, reacting on the highways. Is more action is the reaction. And when is the reaction, you are living on the fight and flight mode. You're exhausting.
Yeah.
You're tired and you're grumpy. And this is the most I see. It's not a reaction, it's an action.
Do you feel that it's related to the ego and the higher self?
Reaction is coming from the ignorance.
What do you mean?
That means you reacting, try to prove into someone something. You can't prove, you don't need to prove anything. You're copying someone, you don't need to. You're reacting, someone said something and then you want to prove it. That's the big reaction.
Yeah.
And that is come from the ignorance.
Yeah, it's more about kind of feeling good about yourself rather than what will actually bring the best situation.
Yes. It's just reaction. So that is come from the level of the ignorance. When you are not alignment, someone is just honk you. Now I have option to chase that person, yelling on that person, or say Hari Om.
Yes.
Right?
Of course. Yeah.
So that is the ignorance. Letting go. We don't let go things. We grab it.
Yeah. Is it ignorance from what?
Ignorance from the maybe no need to get involved in that story and dramas and all of that. And but mind when is not in sattvic mode, not in balance mode, so then is like to get that.
Yeah.
Like to get that ignorance thing to just to get attention. Ignorance is come in many ways.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I read it in a book. It was like told as a as a story, a fictional story, but it was very relevant to life. And they were saying that what we do is that we each have like a energy field around us.
Yes.
And when we're in an argument, we're actually trying to steal the energy from the other person.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that very interesting concept, because it's true. Like when you feel bad and you're trying to be right, it's like you're trying to take the energy from the other person.
Yeah. And trying to be right, that's not taking anywhere. I just want to prove I am right.
Mm-hmm.
I am right. I am right.
Yeah.
And when as much you're trying to do I am right, as much you lose your true self. Then you are not anymore yourself.
Wow. Yeah.
And then you're a totally different person.
Yeah.
And then you meditate or get a chance to realize yourself, why I'm angry, why I'm upset, that's not me.
Or sad.
And why I'm sad, that's not me. That's not me.
Yeah.
When you lose your sense of your true self, that is the ignorance. Then we do all these reaction things.
Yeah. Trying to be right, and in the process
Something
losing.
else. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. That's very, very interesting to think about. I mean, I feel like it's a very common practice. Like it's a difficult thing to do.
Oh yes, mind like to all those things. Mind love those things. But beyond of the mind, there is some strength or intellectual called buddhi, or beyond of the buddhi is your soul. And like it says, man buddhi ahankar. Your mind is made by 5 senses. Mind is senses is collect information. Many information is get collected, and that is mind. Now the intellectual buddhi make a decisions, choices, what you have collect.
Yes.
Buddhi
According to the information we received.
That's right. Buddhi have to make a choice.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So now buddhi making a choice, but there is another one, ahankar, sense of the being, sense of the self. So if is my mind and in buddhi, intellectual, are confused. So that is the ahankar, ego, or sense of who you are, that is get very confused. That's where the ignorance, this all start.
So we confuse our true self and our thinking mind.
Yes. We can't confuse our true self because it's your true. Oh, yes, thank you. Your true self is your soul. Is blissful, joyful, playful, expendable, loving, kind.
Yeah.
So this is your true self. We can't confuse it, but we put the curtains on it, like a curtains of the ahankar.
Yeah, the curtains of illusion.
Illusions. Yes. So what yoga does is move those curtains.
Yeah.
Move those curtains.
Yeah.
So like Patanjali says, tat chiyate prakasa avranam, means when you do pranayama practice, immediately light is begin in you. Light begin means you're able to move this darkness, you're able to move this curtains.
Yeah.
Even one pranayama practice, it says, if you do pranayama practice, immediately lighting up.
Hey, I'm quickly interrupting the episode to extend an invitation. If you are interested in deepening into any of the subjects we talk about on the podcast, we offer many different experiences on our beautiful grounds here in Baja, Mexico. From 9-day modules such as sound healing and yoga nidra, to breath and meditation, as well as 200 or 300-hour yoga teacher trainings, and many different shorter retreats. Check out our website, Yandara.com, to see all the information about the different experiences. Let's get back to the episode. What I'm thinking is that for the people that come to do a training, they they want to teach yoga, they want to practice yoga. I heard many people speak about it, and I know this also from my own experience. When you're back at home, it's a little bit harder to find this motivation to get on the mat and do this practice. I don't know if anybody's waking up at 3:30 a.m. to do the practice. How do you speak with your students about this?
So there is two things. When you are walking on this path, in this one, inspiration is the very important. Without inspiration, you can't wake up early morning, or you can't do that. So inspiration comes from your teacher. Inspirations come from your community. So in the spiritual practitioner or yoga practitioner, they should have two things. One thing is they must have their own individual practice.
Yes.
And time to time have a community practice. So community practice is not just to learn, to being and get inspired. And then continue to do it. For individual practice, when you are in individual, you can do practice if you are inspired. If there is no inspiration, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's come from the teacher and your community. So these two things, every student should have that.
Yes. Where do you get inspired?
I go to India, I go to Ganga. Ganga is my inspiration. Himalayas is my inspiration. When I go to Shree Jungle Ashram, just sit down, I just feel so happy. Happy means is the inspiration. And you take a dip in Ganga. It just recharge you. Yes, it's not just water. There is something in there. That's called belief. That's called trust. That's what is called Ganga Ma.
Yeah, it's the mother, right?
Mother.
Yes. Beautiful. Well, I asked you before about your name, so maybe you can speak about it now. Yeah. We got back to it.
So my name is Vishvketu. So receiving name from the Guru is a next step of your spiritual journey. When you stable, understand the tradition, and you want to continue to follow that tradition, want to be part of that tradition, want to feel that you continue pass this information to this tradition is coming from thousands of years.
Yes.
If you want to be part of that lineage, then you ask from your teacher to give the name. Receiving name, one, you receive name of this body from your parents. Sometime they gave you name even they have not seen you. Is that right?
That's right.
But when you see the person, is lots of information there. Lots of information. Most of the every information you want, you can get just by seeing the person. Yes. Everything is there. You can't really hide anything.
Yes.
Sometimes people they think they can hide things. Reality is, if you are a little bit sensitive and aware and conscious, you can get any information from the person. So, giving the name by Guru is like a reminder of their soul.
Of the guru.
Guru's name. Guru is giving the name to the person. So that is actually has become their guru mantra. So that become the purpose of their soul. That giving the framework, that's your name, means that is your framework.
So it's kind of like something to live up to.
That's right. It's not something you're giving the name to the table.
Yes.
Giving a name to the dish.
Yeah.
So you're giving the name to the live soul. So that is the given name by Guru, and that has become your actually Guru mantra. You repeat that name.
Right.
That has become your mantra. That's become your lightning. So then I asked my teacher, I'm ready I like to next step in my journey. So then he thought, and then one day he gave me Vishvketu. Technically, my name could be Vishwanath, because I am coming from Shiva lineage, Nath lineage. But he gave me Vishvketu, very different name. And no one have that name in India. This is a very unique name. You can look on the internet, you will not find another Vishvketu.
Oh, beautiful.
But because he have seen something, that's another thing. Teacher could see some more things in the person or a student. That's my taste comes. But a student can't see that so far until that.
Yes.
So he does not wanted to give the Vishwanath. He wanted to give me Vishvketu. And the reason is he wanted to... Vishwa means it's the whole. Vishwa means world. Ketu means there is one, is the star in the planet. Its name is Ketu. So, shining star. Other Ketu means the consciousness. So that's what he gave me that name, and that is become my mantra. That is become for me continue inspiration.
And what does that mean to you?
That mean to me what I do. That's what I am doing. Keep that name, what my guru gave, continue feed that.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And so receiving name is not something you're just getting. It is have more meaning. It's giving the life purpose to you. Giving the framework.
Beautiful. I read that you also had a teacher who told you that you are not going to work for somebody, but you're going to employ other people.
Where you read all of that?
I did my research. Yeah, I just thought that was so interesting because I'm sure it was scary to hear.
That was the same teacher, Baba
same
Premnath,
teacher.
who gave me 2 years before that name, Vishvketu. And then when I finished my degree of yoga and sports of 5 years, actually
your PhD.
I'm on the degree level, I'm quite high level
educated. PhD in yoga, that's very high, yes.
PhD in yoga, 5 year degree of yoga and sports.
Mm-hmm.
Master degree, MA in yoga. And since age of the 8, I'm doing this yoga.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so Baba Premnath, so then I finished my Bachelor of Sports in yoga. I went there and I asked, please give me blessing so I can get a job.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, after degree, that's what kind of the blessing you want to get from your teacher.
Yes.
So he did not say anything. He's sitting near the fire. Mm-hmm. This is the tradition. So then when I start to moving back, so then he said, you're not going to get a job. You will give the job. Mm. So first I was keep waiting and waiting of his words would give me some blessing, go and get a job. Then I start to going, leaving. Then he said, you're not going to get a job.
Wow.
You're going to give a job.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's your teacher, your guru. Mm-hmm. You take it, whatever it's give you. Mm-hmm. So I took it. I did not understand for a while what it is. Mm. Mm-hmm. So I start to looking a job, even though he said he will not going to get a job. Mm-hmm. Interesting thing, I did not get a job. Mm. Then I started doing my master degree. I did my master degree. During master degree, also I try several times to get a job. Mm-hmm. And I'm very high educated person in yogic field. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But always something happened. I did not get the job. Mm-hmm. After finish my master degree, then what to do? So I was very confused. Mm. And my guru was very far away from he's in Rajasthan, in Haryana. Mm-hmm. And I'm in Haridwar. So there was no phone and all these type of things. Mm. So I just went to silent monk for 3 months. And they start to chanting Gayatri mantra. So there is a system, it's called Anustan. You make an intention, okay, you're going to chant that many mantra in this period of time. I start chanting mantra. I create the intention, I will chant 125,000 Gayatri mantra in 3 months in silent. Mm. So then for few days was very difficult, being a silent, chanting a mantra like 100 mala a day type of things.
So each mala is 108?
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's just whole day, like a 16 hour you chanting a mantra. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So there was a time it came when everything was just melt. Like you see the candle? Candle full of the wax and is melting, and then suddenly just wax all over.
Yeah, and no candle.
No candle type. Yes. So, like that something is that heat build up in system. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Melting Everything is just become like a liquid. But after that liquid felt, you are part of the everything. Everything is part of you. And that experience was continue few days. I'm part of the tree, tree is part of me, birds, anything, it just was part of. So consciousness was so wide. Because each have energy.
Yeah.
So you're part of everything.
Yeah.
So then one day in the silent, I just went deep into deep silent. And when I come out from there, everything was clear for me.
Really?
Yes. And after that, I never apply for job. That time I realized what that mean. He was telling me. After that, this is 1998. 1998. That's first teachers I start training.
Really?
To teach yoga. And that was from Calgary. And from Canada, one person was from the Italy, Varna, Piero. They all still is my student. And they teach Akhanda yoga. So that's how things was clear. And after that, I never apply any job.
Wow.
Then I have now, I don't have, I share with the people to become a Akhanda yoga teacher, to share this tradition to their community. So over 5,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I feel like there's so much interesting parts about this story, because it really shows how when you are destined to go to a certain path, nothing else will work out. The doors won't open. And that's actually for the better.
Yeah, it's just, if your path is not there, it's become a struggle. Even if I would get a job, that will be continuous struggle.
Yes.
Because when he gave me that blessing, he just had for 2 years, I had no idea how to take it. This is blessing or what it is. I could not understand intellectually.
Was there fear?
There was not just fear, conversation with me, what to do, because whenever I apply the job, those words is become stronger and stronger and stronger. And just those words make me crazy to get silent, because I just wanted to know what those meaning.
What to do.
What to do.
Yeah. Wow. I relate to that so much. I think that I'm sure there's people listening who feel this calling to create something, but they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So to people who maybe cannot take 3 months in silence, what would you recommend?
Just start practice, doing meditation, feel what is the purpose of your life, why you are here. And time will come. You will get message through the intuition and keep writing them. And in 1 month, 2 months, you will find you are here for well-being. Excuse me. You are here for well-being. You have no different purpose. Every single person have purpose of well-being. Every soul want to do something, helping someone, take care of someone, want to create something for well-being. Every single person. That is Shivoham. Shivoham. That feeling always is there. And that the feeling, it harmonizes you when you bring that into action. Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I think that's a beautiful way to end. I have a few questions that are my closing curiosity questions I end each episode with. The first one is, what is something you've changed your mind about?
Change to not to get a job.
Yes. Yeah.
Because my mind wanted to get a job. And then my guru said, no, you're not going to get a job.
Yes.
I said, no. So I had to change my mind.
Yes. And I think that's beautiful because it can be applied to so many things. A relationship that doesn't work out, I don't know, a friendship, a job opportunity. Yeah. Beautiful. What is something you didn't think you could do and you did? Maybe it's a similar answer.
Yes, that's what I never thought I will teach 5,000 teachers.
Wow.
And I am continue doing it.
Yeah, amazing. What gives you hope?
My morning practice.
Beautiful. And last question, what are you curious about right now?
Right now, I'm curious about how this war is ending. I'm curious somehow these things is end and continue back to people's life and bring peace.
Yeah.
That's my curious.
So what can you recommend for people that they can do to regulate themselves, to help?
Send good energy.
It's real.
Yes, they can't do much. They just send happy, peaceful energy to those people are fighting things involved much. So there's some percentage, just send the vibration.
Yeah.
And change the consciousness.
Be the solution.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Instead of the problem.
Beautiful. Yogrishi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Now, after this time to nurture your mind and your spirit, we invite you to take a moment to consider others. A kind wish might come to mind. Know that what we learn becomes more valuable when we apply it and share it with others. So share this episode on Instagram stories, tag Yandara and I, or share with a loved one so that more people can benefit from it. Our hope is that the search will lead you home to who you already are, to what was always there. We'll be back next week with more inspiration, honest conversation, and insight into the energetic world around us. Thank you for listening and watching.